Hi, I'm Captain Grant Coppin with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report.
All right, guys, we're starting August, and it is hot, hot, hot. So these fish are looking for a way to get out of Dodge, and they're going to come down here into the ICW. Just south of the JFK, we've been catching good trout early in the morning on the drop-off with croaker. Also throwing live shrimp, catching a few flounder here and there. Catching a occasional redfish, mainly trout with the croaker, but they're quick to escape those shallow waters and get down here deep and get cooled off before the sun gets up too hot. Over here on the King Ranch shoreline, we've been catching good numbers of redfish. I know the tide's been low, but find those big sand pockets on the King Ranch shoreline. Make sure your baits are in the sand, and make sure you have at least some kind of wind, so you have some kind of water movement. I know last week was really calm, but we're supposed to start getting some wind this week, so this pattern's going to continue. Throw that cut mullet, cut skipjack, cut Manhattan up into the sand pockets right here on the King Ranch shoreline. Okay, again, I'm going to do a little bit of ICW, a little bit of flats here. I'm going to put in the islands, both on the ICW side and the meadow side of these islands, catching some redfish. It's not a lot, but make sure your efforts are not in dire, because there are some good fish in here. So come in here, fish these spoils, throw cut bait, cut mullet, cut shad, cut skipjack, but really I've been seeing those tails early in the morning. We caught a few, and like I said, it's good for a couple of reds. If you're in a tournament, you need a redfish or two, this is where you can come and do that. Back here in Yarborough, we've been seeing those schools of drum and reds. Just, be respectful to everybody when you're back here. Don't just go running up to all the other boats because you see that they're on the school. What I usually do is I start back from them and take a look and see what the boats are doing, see what the schools are doing, before I just run up there and the other boats have worked hard to get on that school, so really you want to kind of see if you can find your own school before you get all the way up there on them. But they've been in here pretty much for about 2 weeks now, so I see that pattern continuing. Just come in here and throw gold spoons for the redfish and peeled shrimp on a jig head for the black drum. Right here at Marker 4, we've been catching some fish on the wall early morning before the wind gets up. Really, I just like fishing Marker 4 when there's no wind, because it gets tough when you put a lot of wind on it. But Marker 4 all the way into the Badlands here, been catching some good trout, throwing croaker. I can't wait till September 1st. When the limits go back to 15, it's going to be so easy to get a limit of fish, because we're catching tons of 16-inch fish, just not a ton of 17-inch.
Grant Coppin, thanks for watching.